Imagine your friend tells you this. Look, watch this anime. It's an action anime with great animation and some of the best character development in just 12 episodes. You listen to your friend and watch it, then you realize it's a slice-of-life harem ekai romance anime with almost zero character development. You feel betrayed and baited. In Oshi no Ko Season 1's case, the first episode sets the dark revenge plot very well, so you think this will be a dark mystery revenge anime, right? After episode 1, everything falls apart. This anime randomly becomes a weird slice-of-life drama romance, which is also not done well. This anime has one of the worst, maybe the worst protagonist, Aqua, who instead of making progress in his revenge, gets stuck in a love triangle and does random unnecessary things, which most people, including you, cannot see, but I can. He goes on reality dating shows and does weird things. This anime did the very same thing as my example at the start. First of all, I am not the only one saying episode 1 is good, and all other episodes are bad. Many people who watched Oshi no Ko Season 1 said the same thing. However, I'll tell a different story similar to that, which will somewhat change your opinion of Oshi no Ko, I guess. I know it's a slow-burn dark mystery revenge, and the show tries to show you the dark side of the entertainment industry, not a fast-paced thriller dark revenge, but this anime hides its bad things in its god-level episode 1. I have to show you the bad things. Now I am saying its slice-of-life drama romance is the worst. In fact, I am not a big fan of slice of life, but Orange is one of my favorite anime, a friendship slice-of-life drama with some romance. I want to tell you that if the first episode had less dark mystery revenge setup and more slice-of-life drama romance setup, then it would feel better. You would feel, oh, it's slice-of-life drama, not revenge, I should drop this anime. Even if you didn't drop it and continued, it wouldn't feel that horrible to watch those slice-of-life drama moments because you knew they were coming and you decided to stick with it, even when the anime told you. Now, what did episode 1 do? It baited you into thinking it would be a revenge anime, and even if you get bored watching those slice-of-life drama moments, you keep watching further and further because you hope the dark mystery revenge story, or at least the episode 1 feeling, will come back, but it won't. This same thing happened to me. Maybe you've forgotten my friend's example. My friend lied to me. Oshi no Ko also lied in episode 1. This anime tried to do something similar to Sword Art Online and some other similar anime. I've watched some of them, but I don't feel betrayed or baited in the way Oshi no Ko makes me feel. I call Oshi no Ko Season 1 Beta no Ko now most of the time. This is almost indefensible because there is no counter-argument. Why? Because the dark mystery revenge was just used as a plot device so we'd get hooked and keep watching, and so Aqua could get into the dark side of the industry. Now you can easily say Oshi no Ko lied for this reason or that reason, but I can say they did it just to get high episode 1 ratings and hype. There is no such thing as an objectively bad anime, and there never will be. However, if anyone asks me what the most objectively bad anime is, I will definitely tell them Oshi no Ko Season 1. It doesn't mean Oshi no Ko Season 1 is 100% objectively bad. No anime is, but it is the closest thing I have ever seen. Like people say Fullmetal Alchemist, Brotherhood is the most objectively perfect anime, even though no anime is objectively perfect. I would say the same for Oshi no Ko Season 1, but in the opposite way. The betrayal and bait are for real this time. Unlike Sword Art Online and other similar anime, Oshi no Ko's bait wasn't just a simple bait, it was a lie. Everyone's most popular defense is subjective. This anime is not for you, and mainly, why don't you enjoy it instead of complaining, or something like that. When a person starts to lose an argument about how they like or dislike an anime against another person, they simply say, this is subjective, this anime is not for you, etc. However, lying is not subjective. I know there is a thing called a white lie, a harmless or trivial untruth told to avoid hurting someone's feelings, maintain politeness, or avoid minor conflict. But why would you need a lie in episode 1? To make the payoff feel satisfying in the end? To bait everyone into watching it? Was it a mistake, or something else? I think the second reason makes the most sense. In the end, I want to say that this anime can be a masterpiece for others who love the worst slice-of-life drama industry anime, but for those who want to see revenge, this is a bait. I can confidently say that if episode 1 had focused more on slice-of-life, romance, drama instead of a fast-paced thriller revenge story, Oshi no Ko would be more popular because there would be no review like the one I'm making. I have an idea that respects both the writer and viewer value. Instead of a 90-minute episode 1, split it into multiple episodes, 3, 4, and add extra scenes of slice-of-life, romance, drama, and in the last of those episodes, show the dark mystery revenge. Now you may say, what does that solve? I say it solves most things. If viewers watch 2-3 episodes and feel bored because of the slice-of-life romance drama, they would leave because they think this isn't their type of anime. However, a person who watches up to episodes 3-4 would say, I'll keep watching because I want to see revenge. Or even if they don't get revenge, they're still enjoying the slice-of-life, romance, drama, or something like that. They watch because they already know from the starting episodes that this show is a slow burn, a long-term anime. The problem is 90 minutes is too fast, but 3-4 episodes aren't. So with this I agree with both perspectives. This episode format gives the anime loyal fans who actually love its worst slice-of-life romance drama parts, but not people like me who wanted to see revenge, or at least decent slice-of-life romance drama. Some people say Aqua actually progressed in his revenge and I didn't see it. My skill at finding small clues is high. If there were any such scenes I should have seen them, but I didn't. I mean I saw some, but it didn't feel like enough for what episode 1 pushed for. Also, because of the bad slice-of-life drama romance and bad packing, you'll miss them like I did easily. Again, if you like this show's worst romance drama slice of life, then you should watch it if you want. But for me it's bait, and I will never recommend this anime to those who want to see dark mystery revenge, or even to those who like romance drama slice of life. You'll end up just like me. After Oshi no Ko episode 1, episodes 2, 3 and 4 were good. Not as good as episode 1, but good. They had great character development for Kana and somewhat for Ruby. Episode 5 was average and confusing, but episodes 6, 7, 8 and 9 were very bad. In episodes 2, 3 and 4 we clearly saw Aqua's revenge progressing, but in episodes 6, 7, 8 and 9 we saw little about his revenge, and even then because of the bad packing I might have missed some. Also, there was no character development for Aqua beyond just revenge. In episodes 2, 3 and 4 we saw some character development for Ruby, but in episodes 6, 7, 8 and 9 we didn't see her character development at all. In episodes 10, 11 and 12 things start to get better. There was also more Ruby character development, and the ending was somewhat funny too. This season made me hesitate to watch season 2. This anime wasn't for me, and I'm confused why I even watch season 2 now. I will mainly talk about the problems in the slice-of-life drama romance between episodes 6, 7, 8 and 9. There will be spoilers from now on, so if you don't want to be spoiled, leave this video. Also, from now on, this will be my subjective taste. Yeah, earlier I said it was also subjective, but I also said some somewhat objective things, which was most of the things. However, from now on, almost everything will be subjective, but with spoilers to explain in a better way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 okay, so earlier I said Aqua is the worst protagonist. However, there is a character even worse than him, in season 1 at least, and that is Akane. Between episodes 6, 7, 8 and 9, there was character development only for Akane, no one else. However, I didn't like her and there's a good reason why, but there's also a good reason why someone else would like her character development. Akane shows us, or at least for me, a character who cannot keep up with the dark side of the industry. She gets cyberbullied and receives hateful comments on social media. Many other problematic things also happen to her. This makes her very sad and she falls into depression. In the end, she cannot endure all of it and attempts suicide, which I'll talk about later. First, Akane's whole arc was not something special to me, or in fact somewhat rushed and boring to me. I am about to say something my sister said to me, which makes sense why I don't like Akane's arc. I live in Bangladesh, and I've seen many Indian YouTube video stories, real ones, where YouTubers can't endure their problems and social media issues and do something similar to what Akane did. However, unlike those stories, even though they are real, they give me more sadness. Akane's arc wasn't that sad. It doesn't mean I'm saying that because she's a fictional character or something. The problem is her arc was simple, rushed, and the overall execution was so bad that even though the arc was simple, I didn't connect with her. Maybe Japanese people don't see those YouTube videos I see, and that's why they felt sad and liked Akane's arc. Simple things can be good. I sometimes love simple things, but the execution needs to be good, which that arc wasn't. When Akane was about to commit suicide, Aqua saved her. How did Aqua know she would be there? Well, the anime never gives us a clear or logical answer. So the whole arc wasn't for character development. It was a plot device so Akane could fall in love with Aqua for future drama. What more can I say? What do you want to say to defend this arc? Also, I want to quickly point out that Kana loving Aqua from episode 2 makes even less sense than Akane. Well, Kana's love is explained in episode 1, but it felt rushed and unrealistic to me. So every romantic relationship has no reason to be there, and they exist just for a stupid love triangle plot device. What's your defense? I hate love triangles, you have to know this. It doesn't mean Kana is a bad character. In fact, besides Ruby, Kana is the only good character because of her actual tragic backstory. However, if her love for Aqua were explained properly, she could be an even better character. Even though I said Akane was worse than Aqua, Aqua is not far behind in terms of bad character development. Fun fact, I really like Aqua's design. The star eyes on Aqua look so cool, and Ruby's star eyes also. His character had potential, but he was executed so badly, I can safely say he is the worst protagonist I have ever seen in anime. Between episodes 6, 7, 8 and 9, Akane magically, I mean with her exceptional investigative skills, finds out that Hoshino is Aqua's ideal type. So after Akane finds that out, to thank Aqua for saving her life, She uses her flawless psychological profiling skills to analyze Hoshino's mannerisms, speech patterns and mindset, etc., to change Akin's appearance and personality into Hoshino's. Let's slow down and analyze this whole thing. First of all, if she has such exceptional investigative skills and flawless psychological profiling skills as a teenager, why isn't she a detective, and why is she an actress? I know people prefer some careers and not others, even if they have better or worse talent in this or that. However, I find it somewhat odd. This isn't a big problem, but giving Akin so many skills at the same time makes me sometimes think this is also done as a plot device because they want to use it for this episode, and I know they won't use those skills again. However, this is still fine, I guess this time. When Aqua sees Akin as Hoshino for the first time, Aqua blushes. I mean, what? Why blush? Let me tell you, he blushed because of romantic things, but he doesn't love Akin at this point. This makes no sense to me, and it shouldn't make sense to anyone. There is no Japanese people defense this time like with Akin's arc. If you see your dead mother alive right in front of you, you would cry or blush. Of course, almost everyone would cry and others would be happy. Why would anyone blush? Does this mean Japanese people would blush when they see their dead mother alive in front of them in any way? I know the answer is of course not, but why would Aqua blush in front of Akin and other people? If Aqua cried, it would be an emotional scene with much more logic this time. However, they broke this. What was the writer thinking? Did they want this to be a funny or comedy scene? If yes, this is not funny or comedy at all. It was annoying and disappointing. I know I'm not the best at emotional things, but give me a reason why Aqua blushed. Even a little teardrop of crying would make this blushing more logical. Aqua's crimes of disappointing me are not finished yet. On a reality dating show, I said Aqua did bad things. He actually kissed Akin in her Hoshino form. First, I know he has to do it for role play to hide his true goal, but it doesn't make sense why the writer did it in Akin's Hoshino form. This makes the scene uncomfortable in a bad way, at least for me. Did the writer want to show us that Aqua kissed Hoshino, his mother, as a funny or comedy moment because Aqua had a crush on Hoshino, not as his mother in his past life? If yes, then this is one of the worst comedies I have ever seen. If Akin had done this kiss in her normal form, then the scene would be somewhat fine, I guess. This kiss also creates another problem. After that kiss, Kana starts to ignore Aqua because Kana saw that kiss. However, Aqua is confused why Kana is ignoring him. This leads me to my final big problem out of 3 big problems with Aqua. In this anime, he is shown as a manipulative and smart person who hides in the industry to find his father. However, Akin and Kana openly fight for Aqua's attention, and both have openly shown their love for him sometimes, but Aqua still doesn't understand that both Akin and Kana love him. I know characters need flaws and they should make mistakes in their manipulation, but if such a smart character fails to understand this simple thing, then I think that is not a well-written smart character. This same thing happens in Kaguya-sama. Love is war for both main characters in that anime. In fact, both Oshi no Ko and Kaguya-sama anime source material, the manga, were written by Akasaka. This makes me think Akasaka is not that good at making manipulative and smart characters. I know Aqua is focused on his revenge, but if the anime showed us that Aqua knows Akin and Kana love him, but he doesn't want to get involved because of his revenge, that would make perfect sense. For now, I'll assume he doesn't know they both love him because he is stupid. Now, I'm not here to spread hate or to give a rant, I'm here to give you a review. Even though I hate this season, I don't think everything is bad. There are actually some good things. First, the character designs are good. I talked about this earlier for Aqua and Ruby, but side characters' designs like Kana, Akin, and who can forget Hoshino's legendary design, all of these character designs are at least great. The animation of this anime is also good. Not unique or great like Attack on Titan, but still good and better than some other anime. This anime has one of the best opening songs in anime. Not as good as Record of Ragnarok Season 3's opening song, Erased's opening song, etc., but still good. This is my favorite part in Season 1's opening song. This is the immediately hooking part. For the first and maybe only time, the dead parent trope was done right. However, like every other dead parent trope anime, Hoshino died in the very first episode, but Hoshino's death was more necessary than just protagonist needs to start his journey, and the way she died was shown with emotional sadness. Her death gives more emotional sadness than any other parent death in any anime. Also in many anime, such as Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, Naruto, etc., the protagonist gets sad for the first time but immediately forgets their parent's death and moves on to the next episode. Dead parents are just used as plot devices for the protagonist to begin the journey. I'm not saying the protagonist should be depressed, but their parent's death should give them some different personality and character development compared to side characters. This is explained perfectly by Juna in her Stupid Anime Tropes video. so I recommend checking out her video after finishing mine. In Oshi no Ko, this is shown mostly well. Of course, Aqua's whole goal became revenge for his mother's death at the end of episode 1, and he never forgot about Hoshino and his revenge. He also has a different personality and very little, but still different, character development compared to other side characters. The small problem is that his revenge progress slowed down in the middle. The biggest and best thing Oshi no Ko has is its best side character, Hoshino. Hoshino is the best side character overall in anime I have ever seen, along with Airi from Erased, Archer from Fate Stay Night, Unlimited Blade Works, and some other, less good side characters in other anime. Unlike other bad things I talked about, she and her actions weren't used as plot devices. She had strong character development even in just one episode as a parent, even though episode 1 was 90 minutes. That was still good and established almost everything about her. However, when she died, instead of forgetting her like other dead parents, some viewers who saw her death cried. I felt sad when she died, but I've seen other reviews saying that even Hoshino appearing in any scene, such as opening, after her death makes some viewers cry. Sorry, there are very few good things, but this anime doesn't give me enough good things to share. In short, Oshi no Ko baited me after episode 1 into slice-of-life romance drama, but even then they could have made a comeback if they did those right. It's okay if Aqua's revenge progress stopped or slowed down, but at least they could have made the slice-of-life romance drama better. However, as I said above, they also failed at that. I don't know why you would want to watch this anime. It has neither good dark mystery revenge nor good slice-of-life romance drama. I say this very rarely, but I can safely say Oshi no Ko Season 1 is somewhat overrated. Can you guess what my rating for Oshi no Ko would be from 1 to 10? I'll give you 5 seconds to think, or you can pause the video if you want more time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. My rating for Oshi no Ko is 1/10, so comment on this video and tell me what things you agree and or disagree with. I'll try to read most of the comments.